Good afternoon, good folks. We are here with another episode, if you would like to call it, and it's actually one that I'm very excited to talk to you about. It has to do with Chase Private Client, and I recently became a private client with Chase. And I want to share with you what Chase Private Client is if you're not familiar, and then as well as what I felt upon receiving this new status within Chase and why I would want you to go after the same thing. My name is Aaron Davis. If you are new to the channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you like the content. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for the continued support. And let's get right on into it. So today I'm going to be talking about what is a Chase Private Client, the benefits of a Chase Private Client for the individuals and for the business owners. There is some separate distinctions that you are going to see. And then the most important topic of them all is going to be why you need to become a Chase Private Client. And it truly isn't even about Chase. And as well as this overflows into whatever bank you currently bank at. You don't have to be a Chase a member. I'm sure B of A, Wells Fargo, all have similar wealth management programs within their banks. And so I just want to talk with you on as to why you should strive and figure out what it takes in order to get to that level within that bank. So what is Chase Private Client? To be honest with you, there's really only maybe two or three aspects of Chase Private Client that you get or that you get when you become a Chase Private Client. Some of the additional benefits and whatnot you can actually pay for on a monthly basis versus if you're a Chase Private Client, they give it to you for free. So at the end of the day, what Chase Private Client really is you get a dedicated banker, a dedicated person to yourself that when you walk into that branch, they know you by first and last name, and they are there to make all your worries go for be to make all of your worries go away. You'll see that you don't have any fees anymore. Your accounts get bumped up to what they call their premium accounts that I'll share with you a little bit. And then you get investment guidance for any type of investments, personal, custodial accounts for kids, 529s, and then even any retirement accounts. You're going to get an investor or a financial advisor that will help you kind of mold that into the way that you would like your investments to be. So let's get into the individual benefits and be a little bit more specific. So they're going to upgrade your accounts to the Sapphire Banking. What that really is a bank account that no longer has any monthly ATM fees at all. You have no foreign transaction fees if you travel abroad. Of course, with us being in COVID currently, that is somewhat in the past, but hopefully when things open up in the next year or so, that is going to be definitely a benefit that is exciting for Chase Private Client members. The cool thing that I really like, I only have two mortgages somewhat right now, but I do foresee myself wanting to get more real estate, is with Chase, you can get unlimited mortgages with them. And so now that is residential mortgages. So if you're looking to get any commercial properties, things of that nature, if you're on the apartment side, anything 5 units and up, or then retail shopping office, that is going to be a different um, division. And to be honest, I don't even know if Chase does it. I'm sure they do, but it's not a topic that's brought up with Chase Private Client. But you get unlimited mortgages. So however many rental properties you would like to have, if you go through Chase, they'll keep on giving it to them as long as you are able to show that you are able to withstand the uh, the debt service. The third option, which is depending on what kind of American Express cards you have, these are some of the similar benefits, but you get lounge access in the airports. You get to be able to purchase tickets to events and things of that nature a little bit early. Again, once COVID opens up, you'll really be able to see the benefit of that. And then you get other Chase Private Client events just in your area where other folks who are part of the Chase Private Client come together and just, have events at the Kings games, whatever the case may be. So it's a great time to be able to network and get around other successful individuals in your community, in your region. And then finally, like I was saying, you get a dedicated banker. So no more 1-800 1-800 numbers. Like earlier yesterday, I had a problem with my sign in. Some for whatever reason they locked me out. Called the banker, she unlocked it, no problem. Didn't have to call the 1-800 number. None of that. All of that comes to an end. And then the cool thing is that because I'm Chase Private Client, it extends to my immediate family and then anybody that I'm on an account with. So, of course, my wife, my son, they automatically get Chase Private Client. But say I was to open up a joint checking account with my brother or whatever the case may be, he also becomes Chase Private Client. So that allows the benefits and everything to expand to others, even though they're not directly Chase Private Client. It's through me that they get those same benefits. So that's a very nice benefit. For the business owner, um, these are somewhat of the two things that I was saying. You can actually pay for and get these a little bit earlier, but if you get a Chase Private Client, they're free. I believe the deposit scanner is about $100 a month, and then this payroll is like a flat fee of $20, and then a couple dollars for each employee, each check that you do. And so I'll explain. So the deposit scanner is really nice. It can be in my office. I actually just got it. Um, it's this unit right here that now I can basically deposit checks right at the office, no longer have to go to a branch, and just saves time, saves energy, and basically allows my checks to go through right away. The other nice thing, because I'm a Chase Private Client member now, the holds that you are used to getting are going to get elevated. Each person, as the banker was sharing with me, each person is a little bit different. So they start basically looking at your track history, things of that nature, seeing how much deposits come in and out every single month. And so they start giving you a personal um, kind of a guidance towards how you bank with them. And so, for instance, for me, I want to say kind of anything after about $2,000, they will start to put a hold on my account. Now, possibly in time, it might go up to 5,000 and then put a hold on it. So I'm really, but I'm just excited to have a deposit scan. I no longer have to go to the branch. Check comes into the mail, which is all of my businesses via checks. I can scan them and they get deposited straight into my account without having to go anywhere. The next thing that I really like is the payroll assistance that honestly I didn't know about until I went into sign up for this program, and I wish I would have knew even sooner. But basically what that is it allows me to go onto a portal there with Chase and input check numbers in the check amounts. And so if any check comes through that account that doesn't match the ledger, it gets declined. So I have a payroll account specifically just for payroll. And so with some of my folks taking their checks to payroll caching services, things of that nature. I don't know where my account information goes, and I have been hacked numerous times. And so with this program, this allows me to significantly reduce that. Never have to worry about, if my account number gets out of there. And it does add a little bit of additional work on my end on the back end, because like I said, I have to go in now every single payroll and install the check numbers with the check amounts to be able to give Chase the information that they need in order to deposit the checks, or no, excuse me, not deposit the checks, but pull the checks when the checks come through. So, but that's a nice program. It's something that I really like having now that I am a Chase Private Client. So let's get to the main part. And so, as I was kind of alluding to it, a lot of the services you can get via just paying for on a monthly subscription basis. You don't have to wait till you become a Chase Private Client. And to be honest too, you go into the branch enough, I'm sure the tellers and folks there at the branch are going to get to know you. So, being for them to be able to say, "Hey, Mr. Davis," as I walk in, yes, it's a nice feeling, but it is something that could happen just with consistency going into the branch and speaking and saying hello. For me, Chase Private Client or everything about Chase Private Client was all internal for me. It was me being able to be excited and reaping the rewards for the hard work over time that has been put through and really taking my finances seriously. Making a mental decision to change how I was handling money. Years ago, I wasn't doing a good job, and so now I am being able to see the fruits of my labor. And so it really was just a financial trophy. I think I have that as one of the lines on the next slide that I get to put on my bookshelf. For instance, what I do is I can show you two things. Whenever something positive or good happens, so I got this Chase Private Client notebook, and again, there's nothing special, whatever. But I write the date and I write myself a little note. And at some point, when I get out of my wife's office and get my own office, I'm going to put these little, what I call financial trophies up on my bookshelf. And it just gives me the opportunity to remember different times through this journey that, were monumental. It was really interesting sitting there talking with the banker, and she just made the statement that you are one of the youngest people to that she had signed up for Chase Private Client, and so that just really meant something. And again, it was internal. It has nothing to do with Chase. And if I was at B of A or Wells Fargo, to be fair to them, I would get this feeling, and it's just a moment of excitement um, for me. I did the same thing at the end of 2020. I paid off a significant amount of debt, and I purchased myself a bottle. As you can see, I wrote myself a little note here on the backside. But these are just what I call my financial trophies. And whenever something good happens in my life, I just want to document it. That is the one thing I wish I would have did with my landscaping business, is have something that I can go back to and really get to see and feel and bring up some memories and leave myself a note so that it can be clear when I go back to see. But let's get in. Chase Private Client allowed me to take my finances even more seriously than what I have been doing thus far. I got into Chase Private Client via my investments. So as you can see, you need to have a daily balance of $150,000 in some form or fashion: retirement, uh, personal brokerage, custodial accounts, 529s, checking, savings, whatever the case may be. Some kind of way, all of that needs to add up to $150,000 for you to be invited into Chase Private Client. And then once you get in, you have to maintain it. And or if you drop down below 150, then I believe she said that you will have to start paying a fee or something like that, if I remember correctly, um, for that. So that is that. That is Chase Private Client. The relationships that I get are key. Now being able to have a personal banker to assist me with um, the needs of my business, of my personal life, mortgages, auto loans, whatever the case may be, lines of credit. I now have a person that I can call and who I am getting to learn and know over the time. And so that is really going to be a change and an improvement in my banking experience. The other thing is I look forward to seeing the private client, social events, and seeing what kind of individuals I can meet within the region. And again, just interact with a different kind of folks that are possibly can expand my horizons via business, via a numerous amount of things. And then the last thing that I will say to you, and this does take a little bit of time. Just getting into Chase Private Client doesn't do this, but hopefully your investments and things keeps growing. And what they begin to start doing, what she explained to me, is they begin looking at your net worth versus your net income. So when you go apply for a mortgage, whatever the case may be, you want a $500,000 mortgage, you need to have, let's just say, $125,000 in net income. Well, as you begin to build that relationship and that experience with Chase and your personal banker, that change, that solid line begins to have some gray areas. So yes, they want you to have 125, but if they see your investments are $250,000 and you make 100,000, they might be able to bend the mark for you. So I love that this is just a whole different type of viewpoint. And this is someone, when you hear about the wealthy start talking about things, that this is how they start to live. Because you listen to the major CEOs and things, that they don't have net income, they just have net worth and assets. And so these assets begin to be the power that allows them to be able to get different loans and things of that nature. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out. And again, it doesn't happen all at $150,000. You definitely need a lot more net worth than that before that really starts rolling. But this is the start of new beginnings. And so that leads just kind of with the final couple thoughts. And I have only been in Chase Private Client for a couple weeks. I was initially got all my paperwork and done on the 2nd of September, I believe, 2nd, 3rd of September. So again, it's only been literally probably about 2 weeks. And it has really taken many years to get to this point. Depending on how far you really want to go, this is getting my business off the ground to be able to put me in a position to save enough money to be able to invest, and then investing money that allowed over time to grow. So it's been many of years to get to this point, and it hasn't been something that occurred just overnight. And so that really just brings enjoyment when I look back over the many years of 6 days a week, and these 12, 14-hour days, and it's just, this is a way of saying it's paying off. I am no longer a number to chase. I am sure there's much more wealthier and bigger clients to chase than where I currently am, but I'm moving up. slowly but surely. I'm moving up the pyramid. So that's what I love. And again, it's new energy to keep increasing my wealth, keep building my wealth, um, keep doing things for my son, for our family, my wife, and just hoping that in the next couple of years we are doing much better than what we are currently doing. As I said, it's a financial trophy. This is how I do trophies now in my adult life. No participation trophies. You really got to do something in order to get it. And then I leave myself a little note to be able to look back on the times that are difficult, the days that are difficult. And so, yeah, there is no additional cost to being a Chase private client as long as you stay above that threshold. So there's no real downside to the program, and you can remove yourself from the program if for whatever reason you don't like it. But there's no additional cost. So I said, why not? So I hope this just provides you a little bit of insight on what Chase Private Client is. And again, I'm sure every major bank has a wealth division, but at this particular level, it's more about what it does for you inside, and shows you that you're doing a great job with your finances. You're doing a great job with building your wealth, and to keep on chugging along. Thank you guys for watching the content for the video. Please remember to subscribe. If you got any comments or anything, leave it in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up and talk with you soon. All right. Bye-bye.